Hello traders, hello everyone, and good morning into a new week. I'm looking at some very interesting developments. I want to look and make a coverage of Aussie dollar and gold. As you know, I have been looking for a reversal to the downside on Aussie dollar, and the reason was obviously this broken trend line connected from these November lows, which actually suggests that this bullish rise is completed, that I labeled it as an expanding diagonal for wave C. What I really like about this whole price action is that actually this reversal was a very strong and very similar to compared to the previous very strong rise. So it means that bulls within this development are worth nothing or less because bears fully erased the previous bullish price action. So in my opinion, this is actually an impulse which suggests more weakness. Even if I'm looking just for an ABC move to the downside, there is still room maybe even for 78.6% to test this actually November swing low here. Okay, now the question is where wave B is finished. Did it already finish here or a little bit higher? Well, it really depends on a trader's approach how to trade such patterns, but I think that the most important thing is at the moment to focus still on invalidation level at 70.31. As long as we are trading below that level, I think that more weakness could actually come. Okay, also if you like this just clear basic technical analysis and approach and just ignore the Elliott wave structure, maybe you would still recognize the head and shoulders pattern. You have here shoulder, head, and again shoulder. Now imagine if you see a broken neckline, then this pattern would obviously be confirmed, and you would look for targets possibly here around these levels from October 2019. Also the first target maybe you would project from this end of a right shoulder, which you would probably come out with this target, as I said, based on Elliott wave pattern here around November lows. Of course, these projections comes from this neckline to the head, this distance. Okay, so I think that Aussie is suggesting that we may see more weakness here, and also if I look at the gold, I know that gold and Aussie were not in any kind of a tight correlation in 2019, but looks like that this, at least in the short term, could again be the case. What I'm referring to is actually this very nice reversal from this fib zone here on a gold weekly chart. Okay, and why I think this is important is because firstly I identify the fib zone, and then I see market reversing and respecting this fib zone. So this gives me even more confidence in my outlook. And the next thing that it's very important is that on a weekly candlestick formation, you can see a very nice doji here. So at least short term, I think that more weakness could be seen. Okay, maybe not in any impulsive decline, maybe just a free wave corrective setback before we resume back to the highs. But as always, I like to focus on minimum expectations. So firstly free waves, and then we go further following the market step by step. What I'm looking at the 4-hour chart is actually this an impulsive decline, and now you have a corrective recovery. Now I already see that corrective recovery here or bulls are struggling, meaning that they are not so strong like the bears price action that occurred away from the highs. So this move up away from the lows is not anywhere similar compared to that drop. So in my opinion, this could fit very nicely to be a corrective rise. The first resistance has already been tested here at 1563. The second resistance is maybe even more important here at 50 or 61.8%. But as you know, it can be sometimes very tricky to trying to identify the right zone for potential reversal. So I'm focusing maybe on different resistance levels and respect what the market is doing before market may really complete the correction and turn back to the downside. So first resistance at 1563, we are now here right now, and the second zone is up there around 1570 to 1580. Okay, I also have here an intraday counts. There are two different counts. The first suggests that actually market has completed first 5-wave drop here, and that we are now making an ABC rise, or that the first 5-wave drop already finished here and that we are making now flat correction. What is interesting is that in both cases we see limited upside in this zone that I just talked earlier on the 4-hour chart. So it means that gold can come to the downside. What I see is also dollar index is picking up, the euro dollar is coming to lower, so it looks like that dollar index is actually having a 5-wave rise from the lows, meaning that more upside makes sense to see Aussie dollar and also gold coming to the downside. So I'm looking for these lower prices on both, as long the markets are obviously trading below the recent extremes. Okay, first, if you like this video, please support me, leave a comment in the YouTube channel, press like and support me so that I will do more of those videos, free videos in the future. And if you will have any questions, anything, just let me know on Twitter and I will be happy to answer. Okay, first, thank you very much for your attention and have a good trading week. Bye.